Today we are going to be doing a digital Bible journal entry, and I'm doing that on my laptop here. As you can see, I have my graphic tablet, my Wacom Intuos. If you would like to purchase one, the link will be down in the description below. Of course, you don't need this to do this. If you have a tablet, you can also use Zodo. I'll be using Zodo here today. So if you have a tablet, you could do this. So I'm going to open my Bible. Okay, there we go. And I have a few items open, but that's fine. Let's ignore that. We are focusing on our Proverbs digital Bible here today. And I'm just going to go in and I am going to our index page. And of course, I could have just pressed index. And we are going to be in Proverbs 4 today, verses 6 to 7. Now I will say that the Wacom, it's a steep learning curve, because while you're moving your hand on the graphic tablet, your eyes have to be here. You can't look what you're doing or you're not going to see. So it does take a while to build up that hand-eye coordination. If you're more comfortable using your mouse, go ahead and do that. Or like I said, if you have a tablet, you can also do that. But I'm showing you here that you can do this on your laptop. And if you have one of those fun laptops where you can touch the screen, this would work perfectly fine for you as well. So I'm going to go into edit and I'm going to go ahead and highlight my scripture. So we're in, and I want to choose my color. Okay, and I'm going to highlight from verse 6 to 7. Nice and light, and that's how I like it personally. So let's just read the scripture. It says, "Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding." And I think that is just so fitting for where we are in the world today. We need wisdom. Wisdom is very, very important. So when you want to go up and down, just to center your page, you want to select pan, because if you have any of these other items selected, you won't be able to go up and down like that. All right, so I'm going to bring in some of my elements. And as you can see, you do go a lot quicker when you're using the digital Bible, just because you're not cutting, you're not pasting, so you do move a lot faster. So if you're on a time crunch, this works beautifully for you. I do have applications open, and so when my mouse goes near, it will pop up occasionally, but let's just ignore that. I want to make it a little bit more fuller. Yeah, like that. And I'm going to bring in some more elements. I want to pull in this little swatch here, and I want to make it a little bit more small. I'm going to put it right here, right up here in the top corner, and I'm going to put my scripture on that swatch right there, but I want to layer it a little, and I'm just looking for the right or the perfect element to go up top, and I think this flower is that perfect element. Okay, so I rotated it, and there we go. So now I think I can bring this down a little bit. Perfect, lovely. And you can leave it like this, and so you have a lot more space if less is more for you, but more is less for me. And I'm going to bring in some more elements. So you see here, this is just a little example. I don't like that behind that. All right, I would prefer for the leaf to be in front. And so that's what I'm saying. Be very mindful of what you're putting in front. Be mindful of what you're putting in the back. And of course, I mean, it's not hard. You can just go ahead and delete and bring that element back in, but it does save time. So I'm just rotating just to see how I want it. And I think making it a little smaller, and there we go. I'm happy with that. I'm going to bring in one more element, or possibly two. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and write in a little blurb about wisdom, or what I want of wisdom. And so I'm going to use the text. I'm not going to write with my hand. I'm going to go ahead and select the text. Now I've loaded on some text, and some of these are purchased, some are not. I do like the Vladimir script. Sorry, I do like that font, and so I use it a lot. Not be that small. So wisdom, I think it's the same size. Wisdom will protect me. Go to my text box, and I'm going to write wisdom will guard me. Just go ahead and select you're going to select the pen tool, right, to help you out there. I'm just going to I think I want a little space between this element up top, and I'm going to select this again, bring it down a little bit more, and then I'm going to use an arrow to point from this to this. But they're arrows, they're not as pretty though, I will tell you that. They're not as pretty, but let's make it a little thicker. Okay, let's go ahead and backspace. Right, you see it's not that pretty, but I mean it works. I'm going to just write it out here in this section. You can also draw a square. That's an option that you have. You can just I still have the arrows selected. You can go ahead and draw a square as well. So if you wanted to draw a square and write in the square, you can also do that. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to write in this open space right here. And I'm going to go back to our arrow tool, and I'm going to draw an arrow from wrong direction, from here to there, and I'm going to go to our text. I'm going to write the date right here, but I want to, before I do that, I want to go ahead and change the font. I do like the font to be very plain, and I typically use that font. Make it smaller, And then I'm going to write our date. Now, for instance, you want to post this, okay? If you would like to post it, all you need to do is to take a screenshot. That's what I do. I take a screenshot and you want to save. So a shortcut on Windows is Control S and it's saved, or Command S on a Mac and you can save it. So that is how easy it is to do a digital Bible journal entry on your Windows, on your laptop. Yes, it would be fun to have a tablet, but what if you don't have a tablet? What if you don't have an iPad? How can you create something beautiful like this? Well, with a laptop, and today we did just that. If you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and let me know in the comments if you've ever digital Bible journaled. All right, I'll see you in the next video.